between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Sullivan. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get out.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown! So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him, everybody, get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sullivan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Second and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos at 4-6 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and the losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down. Sullivan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't have made the rush back in the pocket.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Off-play action. Sullivan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we're at the 41, second and 9. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Sullivan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this throw caught left side.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sullivan.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Sullivan. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Sullivan.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
And this returnable for Harris. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off play action, Sullivan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sullivan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sullivan.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Sullivan. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about culminating with a pick 6?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his
touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hands it off out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Sullivan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.